What is up, guys? HD Motorsports here, bringing you another broadcast of the D4C Xfinity Racing League at Pocono tonight. It's going to be a good one in store as the boys are loading up right now into the racetrack. As always, we got Dirty Deeds, Jungle Heat, and Knights with the special guest D4C got him league owner in the booth tonight. It's definitely going to be a great time up here, guys. Now, Knights coming in tonight at Pocono. Me personally, I love it. You get huge drafts down the front stretch going to turn one, and it definitely makes it pretty racy. What is your expectations coming in tonight?
Well, my expectation is I think we're going to have a lot of green flag running here tonight. Pocono is such a big track. I think we're going to get spread out pretty quickly here because, as you know, Pocono has three distinctly different corners. So I think you're going to have certain guys good in one area of the track, certain guys good in another area of the track. So I'm expecting guys to get stretched out here, and I'm expecting to have a lot of green flag stops tonight.
Man, that's definitely a good bet right there. It's pretty wide.
Watch it.
I expect these boys to get 3 wide sometimes, possibly through turns 1. But where they're going to get in some trouble is definitely through that tunnel turn. It gets almighty tight going through there. That's where they have to double foul it out. And then that last turn, turns 3, turns 4, or as the track says, what turn 4? On the wall right there.
What turn 4?
They might be getting 4 to 5 wide, how wide that thing is. Got them? Are they loaded in? I haven't got an invite.
I seen one of the deeds.
Yep, I'm loaded.
Give me a party invite on there, possibly.
Yeah, I got you, buddy. Hold on. Little technical difficulties right now. We don't have the tool. We need the tool, man. Where are you, got him?
Give us the tool. I got him.
So many friends, it's not even funny.
I got him.
Go. Oh, Jesus got him.
Yes, sir. I'm sharing and inviting and everything you can think of right now.
Wow.
And I need to take a picture real quick of the field. What's up, guys out there in chat? How's everybody's night going? Ready for this D4C League race? Xfinity, baby. Cup
Short
race.
field tonight.
Yeah, it's not that big, honestly.
I think I counted 18 tonight. Is that right?
Should be 17 in total, I believe. It was 18 with me in there, but
Yep, it was 18 with you in there. That's right. We're going green, HD. Looks like I can't tell who the leader is there at the moment, but
The 22 car out front.
The 22 car, yeah. Yep. They take him down through the tunnel turn here. Field's starting to work itself out.
I just need to take a quick picture of the crew out here on the track currently. A lot of changes every week, especially in these lower tier series. A lot of fill-ins. Although this week got them, I don't think we have too many fill-ins.
we don't, man. It's a little sneak peek at a couple little rule changes coming up for the Xfinity. We're going to start closing down fill-ins. People can't make it, they just can't make it. There's no sense in bringing in people
I
that...
also heard that Dan the Lawn Man is not in tonight's races. He's moved on up to the Cup Series.
He has, man. We had a couple Xfinity guys come on up, and I feel like they're going to be great additions to the Cup Series. We're going to find out in the next couple weeks for sure. We're headed to Kansas Thursday, so it should be a fun one. But you got Dan the Line Man, God Power, Shanger Boyd made it up, and I got one more that I'm not thinking of off the top of my head at the moment. Yeah, old String. There you go. Thank you.
Yes.
String making it back up in Cup.
Yes, sir, indeed, as these boys are 2 by 2, 2 rows deep with the 7 of Cosmic Storm on the inside, going through the tri-oval, hits the grass just a bit, and that's going to be the 22 of Cole 315, who is taking advantage so far early on in this race, leading every single lap with the 23. I do believe a Caleb Crispin right on his tail coming down to turn 1. And guys, like I said, with that huge stretch, you get down in front stretch, there's the 22 dipping down so Caleb can't get that draft into 1.
That's a smart move. I like that move. I know it's a little early, but... Ooh, man, that was getting hairy out there, wasn't it? But, yeah, I like that move.
I think it's a brilliant move right there at a cold 3:15 as he's still out front holding strong. In third place right there, we do have a battle going on. He's able to clear him that time by. Third's going to be 7 of Cosmic Storm. Right behind him, don't really have eyes. It's kind of hard, man. Seeing this sometimes.
We got a car down on the inside wall back there in the back. Had a little scuffle. Don't know if they'd call a caution this earlier or not, but single car wreck on the backstretch, turn 2. Speaking of cautions though, HD, I don't expect us to have very many today. 17 cars on the track, big track. The game don't typically pick up wrecks that easily throughout these big tracks either.
Yes, sir.
So I'm expecting a long green flag racing tonight.
As the battle is brewing up in front with the 22 at Cold 3:15, the 23 of Caleb Crispin tried to make a move on the inside, but got him. That outside line is pretty tough going through turns 1 and 2, especially going that straightaway because everybody's going to wash up to that wall. You're going to have the draft push down the straight. You're definitely going to need some help on the inside if you want to try and complete that pass.
Oh, definitely, man. That was a good job by Cole defending on the outside there as well. It's kind of tough to do. So it looks like Caleb Crispin's wanting that lead bad, though. You see him getting to the corners. He's kind of giving the 22 a little bit of a shot. Trying to get him screwed up the track, but it's not working.
Yeah, you had a perfect example of the draft right there. You had the 28 of Cheeseburger was looking inside Caleb for second there, and they got going down that long straightaway, and they were lined up on the outside there, and he went from battling for second to got kicked back to 5th.
I'd like to know who that is in that light blue car running third now, taking position in Cosmic.
That's the 21 of Ingalls.
Yeah,
pulling power moves out here. We all know Ingalls. Ingalls actually won his very first race in D4C, and there's the 28 of Cheeseburger on the inside. Little bump and a little grind, and that's all right. And there's going to be a drag race down the front stretch with Cosmic Storm taking them 3 wide.
Getting trained on the outside now, though. That's going to help Muffin tremendously. Gain 2 position down the straightaway there for Muffin.
All right, I got everything shared now, and I can get in on the action, guys.
All right, I heard a little playback. I think it might be UDs. I'm not sure. But how's the volume sound, by the way? Volume good, everybody? We good out there?
I'm hearing you good, clear through the mic on our end. I know you're not talking to us, but
We had the leader clip the grass right there coming through the tunnel turn that last time. He was able to gather it up and keep the lead there, but he did clip the grass.
little Muffin extremely high coming off of 4, turn 3, I mean. What turn 4?
What turn 4?
Yeah, it looks like
back in front of Muffin.
Looks like the top 3 are starting to fan out a little bit from the rest of the pack. Top 3 currently running is going to be the 22 of Cole 3:15, a 23 of Caleb Crispin. Currently sitting P2, looking on the inside. He's just going to need that help from Ingalls. He was there, but I think Ingalls is going to try and take advantage of this as Caleb's going to be able to sneak back up into the line right in front of him.
How crucial is that inside lane through that short chute, HD?
It's through the tunnel turn. It's very crucial. You want to get those left side tires right on that yellow, and then you basically want to ride it all the way out towards the wall. Now, and pretty much everybody in this party knows as well as I do, if you make a little mistake in that turn, you are gonna clobber that wall. So I think early on in a race like it is now, you don't really push it too much because you want to keep that car clean and pristine. But currently, Cole 3:15 and 22 is pulling a gap on second because they got a battle going on with Cosmic Storm on the inside.
Hey, I noticed that earlier the top 3 kind of pulled away, but now we're starting to see some guys getting the rhythm and reeling them in. Cosmic and who's that behind him in the green car? I can't really tell what the number is.
Cheeseburger's loose.
That's Cheeseburger.
Inside wall there.
They ran him back down, closed that gap back up.
Yeah, it's the 28 of Cheeseburger as Caleb Crispin's going to lose his second place spot. Top 5 stays the same as Cheeseburger and the 28. Currently sitting P4 with the 21 of Ingalls, P5. And the top 5 got them, like you said, they caught them, but there's about a 7-car length lead between the top 5 and 6. And 6 has got about a 7-car length lead on everybody else.
I kind of anticipate Ace Dangerous running down this top 5 right here, though, man. They're kind of duking it out a little bit. As you see now, they're too wide down the straight. It's going to hinder them through their corner speed, and that's going to help. That's going to help Ace Dangerous a lot get caught back up. Just shaving time with them battles at this track.
Yes, sir, indeed. And here comes that 7 at Cosmic Storm, looking on the inside through turns 3 and 4. 6 and 7, who knows what turn 4 it says, as he was looking to the inside down into turn 1. I think he's trying to pull just a little bit more draft, as it looks like some of the cars are going through the pit sequence.
The 5 of Ace Dangerous, I was about to say, he's on pit road early here. I think that's probably a good move here early in this stage.
There's been people driving off pit road real early today.
Yeah, I was going to say, we've had a few already. If you look right in front of the leaders when the camera shot goes around, you got about 3, 4, maybe 5 cars in front going through the tunnel right now. There's been a few ducked down already. I'm not sure what the pit cycle is, like how far they can go on gas compared to what the stage is, but apparently these guys coming in, they may have to make at least one stop right here, so they may be pitting a little early, trying a little strategy here.
I do know Cosmic is streaming.
I
do know Cosmic is streaming. So I'm
on Caleb here.
He might want to pull up the Cosmic stream, try and get a
what happened to Caden Clipper there.
Info.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen that or not, HD, but he was off on the access route for pit road on turn 3, which you do not have to use tonight. I told him in the driver meeting that you merge from the track on the exit of turn 3, and it looks like he got hit with that penalty on cutting the track for being in there in the access route. It's going to hurt him.
Yeah, it's definitely going to kill him. I mean, you're not going to go a lap down, but if you get a penalty, more than likely, if you're going to pay, you're going to go a lap down, as we're currently riding along with the hood view of the 21 of Ingalls, as we got the 28 of Cheeseburger right in front of him. Caleb Crispin still sitting in 3rd place, sitting about 2 car lengths back from Cosmic Storm. The top 5 is starting to bunch together. Indeed, like you were just saying, people are starting to pit. When do you expect these top 5 to come down?
I think if you're up here in the top 5 HD, I can probably see, which I know that there's 12 to go in this stage now, and like you say, I'm not real sure what the fuel is, but look for the top here, the top guys, as long as they're maintaining this good speed, to probably stay out until towards the end of the stage here.
Well, you know, I forgot for a hot second this was a default lead. I don't know how I could forget about that, but you know what those guys who pitted did? They got a setup in, or part of a setup in. That means they're going to be running faster right now than these guys who are still out on their straight default setup. So I like that move from everybody else coming down, getting the adjustments in. You might make up that time if this thing goes greens.
Look at this.
And when they come down, and they're about 2 wide, 3 wide almost, coming out of turn 4.
Yeah, and I mean, battling up here for the lead, I mean, that's not helping them run away either, if you will.
No, sir, indeed. And they are 3 wide coming down into turn 1. Caleb Crispin with the draft from 22 of Colt 315 pulls them just out in front. And they are 2 wide back there for 3rd place.
Oh, little contact. Cheeseburger being super aggressive right now.
Yeah, and Ingalls back there in 5th place. I think he's just riding along right now to wait till we get to this pit stop. And it looks to me like the 21 there is faster than the 22, but he just can't get around him. We know it's really hard to pass at this track.
You get those huge runs, but if you got more people on one side, just how long the straightaways are, you need help. You can't really make a pass successfully by yourself.
You pull out and you'll be in 5th place here. I mean, and as we see the 23 there, and he's going to look inside because the 4th place car also looked inside. I mean, that's when you do that. Oh, baby, 3 wide.
And there are 3 wide coming out of turn 1 at 21 of Ingalls is going to make a power move on the inside, move to the lead.
Yes, sir, and he's going to pull the 23 with him into the tunnel turn here, HD.
Yeah, there goes Caleb Crispin with the preferred line on the inside. The 22 at Colt 315, leading every single lap so far. just like that in 2 turns, get bounced back all the way back to 5th place. And here comes the 7 at Cosmic Storm and a 22 at Cole 315.
Yes, sir. And that's a good move out of both of them. I mean, he lost the lead at 22. Cole lost the lead, and he lost it coming into turn 4 here, so why not hit the pit?
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, I've been watching, following along the 5-car, Ace Dangerous. Gotham was talking earlier about he may be the car to be able to pull up. Well, he pitted earlier, probably about 6 or 7 laps ago. I've been following him, and while those guys were battling for the lead, he was actually pulling away from those guys. He had the whole front straightaway distance between himself and the leader. So when these guys pit, wouldn't be surprised to see this 5-car. If he ain't up front, he may be right there with them.
Like I said, I like
traffic.
I like that. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I was about to say that. I was about to say that. That 23 Caleb Crispin played a beautiful pick move using the 20 right there. He forced Ingalls to the outside to get behind him. Here comes Ingalls coming down for his pit stop. And he was able to grab the lead. And there goes the 28 of Cheeseburger looking to the inside of turn 1. Just not able to make it happen that time by.
Yeah, I'll tell you,
the 22, he didn't take any tires or anything. He took a half a can, and he's back out.
Yeah, and what I was going to say is if you look right in front of him, Deeds there, the 5-car Ace Dangerous got about 3-4 seconds on him.
Right.
Go on and find this 5-car. Ace Dangerous.
He just came off a 3. He's coming to the start-finish line right now.
Grant currently riding along with him, and like you just said, Knights, if this thing cycles out, no cautions, we might be looking at our stage 1 winner here with the strategy call.
Yeah, he played the strategy. He came in, got the setup in like you guys were talking about, and I would say he was laying down probably laps maybe a second better than what those guys were, including where they were battling together, so they were slowing each other up. He had nothing but clear track in front of him, so he was just hitting his marks and just cruising right along.
And we got 9 to go in the stage now, HD and Nice. And not everybody's hit pit road just yet, so I'm not exactly sure who the leader is. But
right now it's
coming to pit
Steel
road.
Cheeseburger and Caleb Crispin battling for the lead as Crispin kills the wall coming off of turn 2.
Probably see Caleb come to pit road right now then, I would say.
Well, the rule has it he has to call that he's pitting coming off of turn 1. So if he does pit, he's breaking the rule, and that'd be a black flag. As you see, he stay out this time, so he should be able to call it this time by to get his car fixed and ready to roll again.
Now I found a 3 wide on the track here, HD. I'm not sure what place it is, but he just came out of turn 1 and 2 there.
Yeah, I'm currently riding along with the 21 of Ingalls, the 7 at Cosmic Storm. We know they are both up in front. There's the 18 of D4C Dooman. No clue how he figures up in all this, but I'm going to go ahead and assume he was also that early pit strategy working out for him because he's right behind these guys.
Yeah, and Cosmic just passed him for 7th place, HD. The 18 of Dooman is going to be in 8th now.
So the 21 of Ingalls have pitted, correct? We're winging it, bro. Okay, because I was gonna say the 5-car is way out in front of these guys right now, like way out in front.
Yeah,
he's going into the tunnel
just leaving them in their tracks.
Yeah, if everybody has to pit, this 5-car is by far won this stage, unless he makes a mistake. He is on cruise control right now.
Well, and I'll tell you, I'm seeing Caleb, who's coming right up onto or Cosmic, who's coming up onto the bumper with 7th place Ingalls right now, and he's clearly faster than him.
Yeah. Yeah, because they're just now going into 3, and the 5-car's getting ready to cross the start-finish line right now. That's how big of a gap he got by making that early pit stop and getting that set up in. That is huge.
You know, I'm following along with Caleb, and he's one driver who seems to be struggling a bit with these older tires. Almost every lap coming out through that tunnel turn, and here he comes this time down, as well as the 28 of Cheeseburger pitting this time. You know, he hit the wall a few times coming through that tunnel turn.
I gotta stay away for just a minute.
Right.
Yeah, and those two were the leaders, so we'll see how far back they are. Well, I mean, they stretched it a while, so they may just take a splash right here and see if they get back out in front of the 5. We got the 5 driving down into turn 3 right now.
Yeah, and right now we got 5 to go, so it'll sort itself around here. Hopefully I can get a shot on the leaderboard.
I'm going to say this 5 is going to be your stage winner because he is blowing by pit road right now. There they come now, just out, and the 5 is clear sailing into turn 1. He's going to have this by a mile.
Well, HD, I mean, based on the leaderboard, that 5 has stayed on the track because he's got a 41-second lead right now.
I don't think it's updated.
That would be him. It has to be him to be 41 seconds. And if he can make the stage without taking fuel, man, where's he saving at?
I'm not quite sure. I could have swore I thought I heard Brandon say that he pitted earlier, but...
And the leader is on pit road right now.
What's going on, Brandon Lee? How's it going, buddy? Well, we got a little 3-wide battle brewing right here with the 22 at Cole 315, who was leading quite a bit early on with the 28 at Cheeseburger as he just passed, and they're currently working on the 60 of Muffin coming down into turn 1. Got a nice little pack right here. I mean, where's the 60 of Muffin in all of this? I mean, was he one of the ones who early pitted? Because he's currently in front of the guys who were in the top 4. I mean, he's clear in front of them.
And Muffin is right now showing in 5th place, HD.
Well, I know one thing, man. We need the toll.
We need the toll.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that everybody has made a green flag stop here in this first stage.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what the deal is with Ace Dangerous right up there. You know, we was questioning that, but I mean, I was showing on the leaderboard here with a 41-second lead, and we're turning 51-second laps. So I'm not sure who the leader was, but I do know that they hit pit road, and now the lead from 7th to 1st is 7.6 seconds.
So yeah, that makes more sense that that's Ace Dangerous.
Yes.
Yeah, a heck of a strategy call, man. I mean, to go from, like I said, he was sitting 6th there when Gotham was talking about him possibly catching them when they were drafting together. He hits pit road. He looked like he was about maybe 4 or 5 seconds behind them, and now to have a 7-second lead there, that just shows you what the setup will do.
Oh my God, there was just a big bump with the 28, a Cheeseburger down to the inside. Looked like Caleb Crispin messed up a little bit coming through the tunnel. The 28 and the 23 got into each other. Luckily, though, that 28 was able to save that thing from hitting that inside wall. Good driving right there from Cheeseburger.
Yeah, it was, as the dirt was flying, HD.
Yeah, the only thing you might have to check is that front splitter as they're coming down into turn number 1. That 5 of Ace Dangerous, like we said, so far has got this stage 1 by a mile. As we're following along with the 7 of Cosmic Storm at the moment, currently sitting in 3rd.
Yeah, and he may have played that perfectly too, because I mean, by the time they get to the end of this stage, the guys even that pitted last, I mean, they're going to have about, what, 6-7 laps on their tires. So, I mean, they're going to have to pit again, whether they take 2 tires or not. They're all going to have to come down pit roads. This 5 car has put himself in great position to start stage 2 also.
Yeah, and I do believe that we're going to see some guys that pitted late there that are going to stay out just for track position, and that's going to jumble everything up. And I believe, you know, that's a good strategy, but then it's going to make them come to pit road early again. And we know it's all about setting yourself up for the final stage.
Yeah, absolutely. And I got a question for you. I'm not sure how many laps there is at the end of this stage or not, but when you got a guy like Muffin, he's not running for points. He's just out there running for the trophy. I know he's sitting 2nd right now. He's getting ready to lose 2nd. If you're him, do you come down pit road before this stage is over, get 4 tires?
We're on the last lap of the stage right now, and I'm pretty sure that's against the rules to do that, isn't it?
I'm not sure exactly what the rule is in Xfinity Series because we don't do stages and cups, so I'm not sure if they have that 2-lap cutoff or not. If they didn't, that might not have been a terrible move to have done.
Right, and I can give you guys a little bit of a top 5 here. We got Caleb is going to finish the stage in 5th. Cole is going to be in 4th. I believe that's going to be Muffin. Brings it home in 3rd.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I'm going to assume what, Cosmic Storm or
Cosmic 7th. Ingles is second, and
Ingles
Ace
got
Dangerous
second.
wins the stage. Yeah.
Yeah, Ingles made the pass there on Muffin, I think, right there on the last lap to get second in that stage.
Yep. So it's going to be Ace Dangerous, and then Ingles, and then Muffin, and then Cole 315, followed by Caleb Crispin. Cosmic brings it home in 6th. Cheeseburger 7th. Heated Snowman 8th. Augustus brings it home in 9th. And that's all that I can give you. I can't give you the 10th one. Sorry about that, guys. I need the 2.
Well, Knights, like you were saying, man, that 5 played a beautiful strategy call right there in stage number 1 as these boys are going to line it up here in D4C. They do manual restarts. Brings a little bit more realism to the race. I like it. I love it. As we're trying to bounce around to the 5. So we're going to watch this restart. Crazy restart coming into turn 1. You expect these boys to take a 3 wide?
I do. I absolutely do. I think you're going to see guys about 3rd or 4th row maybe try to get a huge run going down into 1. It's all about how quickly you can get through the gears, HD. If you're a driver that is really good at getting through the gears, it might be able to make you up a spot or 2 here going into 1. My question is to you guys, though, you all seen what the 5 did in this first stage. Do you see maybe one of these guys around 10th, 11th, 12th place maybe try to pull the same kind of move?
Oh, I would without a doubt pull that same move.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody just saw that book and read that book, and you'll probably see a lot of that here this time.
Honestly, if I'm not in the front group or the front pack, if I'm a few car lengths back, a couple seconds back, I'm pulling the same strategy as that 5 Ace Dangerous did there in stage 1 to make up that difference. Because A, you're going to have to clean track, clean air, you don't have to worry about anybody while those front guys are up there racing. That's exactly how he was able to pull that off.
Sure was. Yeah. And I'm just now seeing here, guys, that you get 21 to a tank of fuel, and that was a 25-lap stage. So, I mean, is it possible to save 4 laps of fuel at this big track?
I think it's a little too big. I mean, I think you'd be going so slow that you'd probably lose a lap.
Yeah, I don't think you would gain anything from it by the time that you know, everybody would pit. They'd be out there full throttle. They'd probably pass you anyways. We were running so slow. I don't think you have anything to gain. But I mean, if you're sitting here running toward the back, I would, at that point, you know, I'd go 5 laps. And I'd come down pit road, get half tank of fuel, whatever I need to top it off, and come back out and finish the stage.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I'm going to pit after this caution out of turn 1.
Yep, as we're following along, as the boys file down into turn 1, the 5 Ace Dangerous gets a good jump. We got someone off in the grass, able to hold it together, though. No 3 wide racing as the top 3 are going to single file out pretty quick through the tunnel turn, and they're going to be going 2 wide here in a minute through the tunnel, with Caleb Crispin on the inside and the 7 of Cosmic Storm on the outside.
Oh, the 5.
Ooh, 5 gets loose off, and we're 3 wide, HD, coming down to turn 3.
Yes, sir, indeed. The restarts definitely make things interesting as the 5 is going to fall outside the top 5 here in a minute, with the 21 of Ingalls leading the first lap here in stage 2 with the 60 of Muffin in second.
Yeah, that 5 is falling quickly. I mean, look at that outside, that draft. That shows you how big the draft is going down this long straightaway. I mean, he had 1 guy behind him. Cheeseburger was behind him. The other guys had 6, 7 cars up on the outside, and he's falling from 1st all the way back to roughly around 6th or 7th right now.
Yeah, and he's still losing spots.
I mean, you may see that 5 car do the same strategy. He's lost the lead, lost some spots there. He may pull the same strategy. We may need to keep an eye on him, see if he ducks down pit road a little early again.
Yes, sir, without a doubt. As the battle right now going on is for 3rd place with the 23 of Caleb Crispin, currently sitting P3. But we got that 7 of Cosmic Storm putting a heat on him, with the 22 of Cole 315 sitting there in the top 5, running 5th. And the 60 of Muffin was looking through on the inside.
Oh!
I don't know exactly what happened there.
It looked like he got turned by the 22, and he's trying to break that thing, hold it down on the track there, but he goes all the way through the grass, and he's backwards up in turn 1 and 2.
And what stinks for Muffin, got him set it at the start of this race. The track's so big, it was one car that spun by himself pretty much. It's not going to bring a caution out, so Muffin has lost a ton of time.
That was actually the 23 was on the outside there, and Muffin got a little loose entering right there and got the 23 in the door. The 23 hit the wall, and Muffin shot down into the grass.
Yeah, what a tough break right there for that 60 of Muffin. And like you just said, Knights, he's not going to get a caution. So he's going to go a lap down, I think. He looked like he had heavy damage.
Yeah, well, right now, if I was Muffin, right now is when I would come down. I wouldn't repair the damage. If I'm good to go on fuel from right here, I'd come down, get the half a can, and come back out. That may be the only way he doesn't go a lap down here.
I think you just need to pray you don't go 2 laps down, because I don't expect anybody else to go a lap down, barring there's a huge wreck again.
And we got a stage to save him.
And we still have that stage to save him. So I think he's okay as long as, A, he's not the only car a lap down, which we don't know.
We got another one on the grass back in the back of the field. Not sure who that is. Got really loose off the corner there.
I'm trying to get through here and find out.
Ooh, the 23 of Caleb Crispin. Put some pressure on Cosmic Storm. Coming down the front stretch.
That would be the 99 Eris car. I think that's who it was.
It was either him or Fort Smitty. Fort Smitty's toward the back of this field, too.
Mic check.
Yes, sir.
Got you.
10-4.
I'm back.
As I think the first time tonight, the 7 of Cosmic Storm was able to make that pass through turns 1 and 2 with no help. He got to the inside of Caleb Crispin and cleared him with ease coming out of the turn, down through the tunnel turn. Caleb was trying to pull a crossover, just wasn't able to get there. And now the 7 of Cosmic Storm's got about a 2 to 3 car length lead on him as Caleb closes the gap just a bit coming out of turn 4.
Well, and I tell you, the car that's out front and leading right now, that car of Ingles, man, he is putting it on these guys right now. He's got about probably a second and a half lead over second place.
Yeah, and you're getting to see what kind of car Cosmic's got tonight. I mean, we all know week in, week out, that 7 car is one of the favorites to win every week. That 21 out front right now, and they're kind of breaking up here a little bit. You know, they ain't got a tight draft anymore. So we're going to see what kind of car Cosmic's got right here. Let's see if he can run that 21 down, because that 21 car looks really, really strong right now.
Well, if I am Cosmic in that 7, I'm telling that 23 Caleb Crispin, who hits the wall yet again coming through the tunnel turn. He's hit that thing about 3 or 4 times so far. But I was about to say, I was telling him to stop racing me and let's catch this 21, because that could be the reason of why they're slowing up so much. And would you look right there? Here comes the 5 of Ace Dangerous. Yeah. Currently outside the top 3, sitting in P4, making moves back to the front.
Yeah. And we had our first pit strategy of stage 2. Heated Snowman just ducked down on the pit road. He was in 7th place right there. So let's see where the Heated Snowman comes out when this green flag cycle comes around.
Yeah, and he came in with the 5 of Ace Dangerous here on lap 7 of the stage. So they're pulling that same strategy again.
Ace Dangerous is still out on track. He just moved up into 3rd place past, who was that? Caleb Crispin.
I seen him come on to pit road.
Nope. He just passed Caleb Crispin for 3rd. Ace Dangerous, I'll tell you what, Ace has got a strong car if he was able to drive all the way up back through the field to the top 3 after his mishap on lap number 1 of stage 2.
Yeah, and the best thing for Cosmic Storm would be is that 5 catch him and then them 2 get nose to tail, because Cosmic is not catching that 21. I think that 21 is actually pulling away more. I think he's stretching that lead right now.
Yeah, that 21 Ingles has definitely got a strong car at the moment. He is in the groove. And a track like Pocono, it is a rhythm track. You know, you can go too wide with ease, but if you want to run them fast laps times, you got to be in a rhythm. You got to hit your marks. It's very mark dependent here at Pocono. And I think that 21, with him being by himself for about 3 to 4 laps, he's gotten into the groove, while the 7 of Cosmic Storm's been racing a little bit.
Yeah, and the 01 of Heated Snowman, he was not able to get the same kind of strategy that 5 did last time, because the 21 is going around him, get him a lap down right now.
He's going a lap down. Wow.
I was watching Heated as he was going down pit road. It looked like he lost control through the transition phase, and that cost him quite a bit of time on the entry. I don't know if he got a black flag or not, but he definitely spun out while trying to get to pit road.
Well,
this is definitely.
If he didn't call it coming out of turn 1, wouldn't that be a black flag anyway?
It looked like he was trying to make that transition intentionally. It's just he was going in so hot, you know, and it just might
Right.
not deal. But you are correct though. If he did not call it between turn 1 and 2, he would get the black flag. Yes.
Well, you
And I'll
know.
tell you,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say right now, you know, bad news for the 7 car. If that 01 is able to hook up to the back of that 21 and push him, that 21 is gonna gap that 7 even more.
That's exactly what I was about to say right there, Knights. But it looks like the 01's got a little bit of damage, or something's not right with the 01 Ahita Snowman, as he's now about 5 car lengths back away from the 21, even with the draft. So I think, like Cosmic said, he went through the grass. Maybe he tapped the wall just a bit, got damage we can't see at the moment. But he's definitely running a lot slower than the 21 of Ingalls.
Yeah, and I tell you, that 21, he's now opened up a 2-second lead over second place. So, I mean, that 21 is a really fast car.
So, Knights, you know, we talked strategy early on, you know, with the 5 of Ace Dangerous. If you're the 21, do you try to pull that strategy in stage 2? I don't know if these boys were able to get their adjustments all the way done. I would assume so after stage 1. But would you try and pull a little strategy here?
Well, let me throw this in there, too. Let me throw this in there real quick before you say that. There's 12. This is 12 to go, basically 11 and a half to go right now. And I'm riding along with Cosmic. He's got 11 laps of fuel, so he's only a half a lap short.
Yeah, okay. Well, Cosmic just went down on the pit road. So seeing that, if I'm the 21, I'm on pit road this time. Only because he was the next closest competitor to me, and that's showing right there that Cosmic's saying I'm pitting at the end of this stage. So if I'm the 21, I'm coming down pit road right now.
Yeah, I do like that strategy call right there from you, as the 01 Ahita Snowman is helping him out just a bit, as the 5 of Ace Dangerous is going to move up to P2 after Cosmic storming the 7 pits. There's the 23 of Caleb Crispin, currently sitting in 3rd.
I got like the strategy to 21 seems to be playing out right now as you see he stay out again. You mentioned how this is a rhythm track. He's found his rhythm. He's pulling away. He's hitting hot laps right now. He's got a little bit of help from the 01. If he's still in his groove and he's still running his good laps, stay out. Get that track time. You know, get fresher tires towards the end of the stage, run them back down, and get a better stage finish. You know?
But, and I tell you, you said that Cosmic hit pit road, and man, he did on and off in 3 seconds flat.
Well, I tell you what, Cosmic brought a lot more down pit road next time by. He brought the 5 of Ace Dangerous. He was running P2. The 23 of Caleb Crispin, who was running P3, as well as several others. There's the 18 of Dooman, who's been running top 5 all night.
Yeah, now the 21 car has the whole short shoot of a lead right now, you know, in between turns 1 and 2. So, I mean, right now, I mean, it looks like he's in a good spot, like Gotham was saying. But if I'm looking behind me right now, I'm asking myself, where did these guys go? Do I need to come down pit road? And, you know, he has no clue that the 7 car took, you know, 3 seconds worth of fuel. So, I mean, when he comes down, is he going to come down and take 4 tires? Is he going to take 2 tires? I guess we're getting ready to see right now because he ducked to the inside. Looked like he may be getting ready to come down pit road right now.
Yeah, that's the signal.
I think he's going to go ahead and take gas only. That would be my guess. I mean, he's got as much information as Cosmic Storm does on telling him how much laps he's got left. He could probably see that, hey, I only need 3 seconds of fuel to make it to the end. So it's going to win this stage, and he doesn't come down. He's going out for another lap.
Well, I tell you, like he tapped the wall right there.
Yeah, and I'll tell you one thing that I'm seeing here, our leader has backed the time off a lot, enough that the, I can't remember the car number that's right behind him here, but he's almost letting him go by now as he's backed it way down, and he's putting some more cars lap down. That's going to be the 98 there. He's going to lap now also.
Well, you know, that's a position battle between the 98 and that 01 Ahita Snowman. You know, that's for the lucky dog at the end of this stage, so that might be the battle to watch as the 21 is going to smash that wall, and that is going to put a lot of damage on that car, and my oh my has the plot thickened here at Pocono.
Yes, sir. Yes,
This is
sir,
another
it has.
reason why I would come down pit road right now. You got two guys that are battling for position right now around the leader. I would get myself out of that position as quickly as I could get it. Whether it lets them by or ducks down pit road, I would get myself out of that spot quickly.
Well, I'm currently looking at the damage that just did to the 21 of Ingalls. It dented his whole right side in. Both those right side tires are sticking out. You know that is going to affect the car in the long run. Now, Knights, luckily, he has that stage to fix the damage. You know, he's not going to lose time down pit road. But one must wonder, you know, what's that 99% aero effect to the car here at Pocono?
I would think it would do a lot of effect to it because of the fact we got 3 different types of turns. Now knowing I had that kind of damage, if I was the 21, at this point I would possibly concede the stage win right now. I would come down pit road. I would put 4 tires on it right now. I would fix the damage right now. That way you do not have to do it to start stage 3.
Yeah, the 21's on pit road right now, just like you said there, Knights, and we're going to find out if he takes fuel only or if he's going to repair it, like you say.
I think he's got to take fuel. I think he's got to take fuel only because he's going to risk going a lap down at that point. If it's like 17 seconds of damage, he might be risk going a lap down. I mean, who knows the time he lost after he hit that wall? We know he had about a 7-second lead on second place, but with that damage, and here he goes, he's leaving pits right now at the moment. I do like the strategy call with doing nothing. Here comes a couple cars behind him. No clue who it is. This might be for the lead.
Cosmic and Muffin.
Yep, that's for the lead right there. I'm going to go ahead and assume with Cosmic Storm up in first place with the 60 of Muffin. Currently in second. That 21 of Ingalls, who had a huge lead, smacked the wall. Currently sitting P3.
Now let me ask you guys, how did Muffin do this? He was way back. If Cosmic only took 3 seconds, has
right
Muffin
now
pitted yet? Do you think Muffin has even pitted? I don't think he's pitted yet.
I think he did pit because I'm showing Cosmic in 5th, Henny's 4th, and oh man, these names are so hard to say.
I just don't know how he would have made up that much time because he was so far behind. If Cosmic only took 3 seconds worth in the pit there, I don't see how there's any way possible Muffin could have caught up. That's why I'm assuming he has not pitted yet.
Who is J. Quinn Boss? He's 3rd. I'm not sure who 2nd or 1st is at this point.
Or Muffin pitted. He's just a lap down.
It's 5 to go.
That could be the case also.
Well, look who's in front of Cosmic. Look who just pulled a power move through that tunnel turn. That's going to be the 21 Ingalls.
And Muffin gets around Cosmic too.
Eagles just hauling the mail right now.
Yeah, Ingalls just... We were just saying Ingalls had damage. Well, he just pulled like a 10-second... Not a 10, like a 10-car length lead on Cosmic.
Yeah, I was riding along with Cosmic Air HD, and I seen him come by him, and then he's gone. He's not even in the screen no more.
Yeah, that's the kind of damage I want as a driver. If I've got damage, I want that kind. It's going to make me faster.
What? Do you think Cosmic didn't take enough?
He's got to be paving now with a
Cosmic took 3 seconds and no tires. So I mean, it was a half a can, no tires, and back off of pit road. And I mean, he's slipped down to 6th place now, and I'm watching 7th place is H Dangerous, and he's catching him quick.
Yeah, something's definitely up with that 7.
I mean, 3 seconds, is that enough to get a half a can?
Yeah, that was exactly a half a can and no tires.
Because that would have given him 5 laps, because you were talking about how there were, what, 20, 21 laps of fuel when he started the stage, so a half a can would have given him roughly around 5 laps, which would have got him to the end. So I'd say he's got enough to get to the finish, but
I don't believe they've got enough tire.
Who knows? Yeah, because he's struggling really, really bad right now.
So how many laps they got left, Deeds?
3 right now, HD. I was just about to tell you.
And we're going to go ahead and assume that 21 of Ingalls is still going to be a race leader after pit stop strategies play through. I just don't.
Ground
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, I'm showing Ingalls in third, so I'm guessing it's going to be the 2 and whoever's there with the 2 car, and Ingalls is going to catch him right now.
I think they're saving. They're playing fuel strat.
Yeah.
That 2's definitely saving.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, without a
he's,
doubt.
He's saving, and the car in front of him, that's the 20. I believe that is, what, Georgia Dozer. And, yeah,
And they're going to hit each other.
Around him.
I think the 20 car's out of fuel or something. Let me see if I can get back around
Yes,
there, too.
he is. Yeah, he's out.
Yeah, he's got to be out.
And that's going to cost him a lap.
And the 2 car, I believe he might be running out, too. I think he just signaled he was coming down pit road as the 21 blew by him, and he's gone. So that's going to give the lead back over to Ingalls in the 21 car. And now you're going to see second place fall to Muffin and Cosmic.
All I'm saying is we need to expect this 21 car after this race. Because I do not see how in the world did you just blow by Cosmic. I mean, I don't even see Cosmic. I don't see anybody.
Yeah.
I don't see no one.
No, he didn't only do it to Cosmic HD. He did it to everybody that was in front of him. I mean, he's gone.
That's what I'm
sitting
saying.
here looking around. He's nowhere to be found. I think that picture might have put some turbo blue in that thing.
The 20 car, guys, he did make it to pit road. I went and followed him. I was riding around with him. He was sputtering all around that racetrack. So, yeah, he was definitely out of fuel.
As we got,
yeah, the 2 car right here. I'm riding along with him, man. He's almost out of control on every turn, and I mean, he's pushing up to the wall and then losing it and going down to the flat. And I mean, I don't understand why he would ride around right here, but this is the final lap of the stage. He's going to make it to the stage. I believe he's bringing it in 6th place now.
Yeah, and he wasn't running in 6th, so this actually plays out well for him. He's going to finish better than what he was.
Well, he restarted this stage in 5th, and we saw Ace Dangerous at the beginning. He fell back there and then was able to drive back up through. So, as that's the end of the stage there. Ingalls, of course, is going to bring it home with first. Muffin's going to be second.
And the 20 car is just now rolling off of pit road.
Yeah, and that's what 2 laps probably that cost him to stay out there. And let me change that for you. Cosmic did bring it home second. Muffin got third.
I don't think Muffin pitted, guys. I think Muffin went that whole stage and didn't pit after getting loose and getting spun out, and he was at least 15-20 seconds behind them guys.
Yeah,
Muffin had to have stayed out.
I'm gonna assume he stayed out as well. I don't see how in the world you make up that time.
But I mean, Cosmic came in for that 3 seconds of fuel, and he finished right on his bumper. So, man, I don't know how he did it. Maybe he's got the 12-second lag switch, if you will, HD.
Are we sure it was Muffin that
Yeah, pretty well sure. Pretty certain. Let's see that in an instant replay.
Well, Deeds, if you could real quick, if you could get on Cosmic there, let us know how many laps there is left in the race.
Yes, sir. As I'm waiting for him to cross the line on the stream right now. There's going to be 47 in this stage.
47 with 21 laps they can go on fuel. So, guys, if we go green, we're looking at 2 pit stops here unless somebody decides they want to stretch some more. I'm not sure if you want to or not, seeing what the 20 did there. But
well, and now they should have them tuned up.
Well, I think you definitely want to stretch that half a pit stop. Give it to that. But the car to beat is the 21 of Ingalls. I mean, a dude is bad fast.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, we definitely he's not going to be doing no saving here.
Yeah, I mean, he blew by second place Cosmic Storm like he was sitting still and was out of the screen within a straightaway. As we're back to green, guys.
What are you talking about, Deeds?
Oh, my bad. My bad. I jumped the restart there. Black flag for Deeds. I heard him hammer the gas.
I think you more than jumped the restart.
Yeah. Hey, if it was on the backstretch, it's a straightaway. Come on.
he jumped that restart about as well as Brandon did at Talladega.
And this has been brought to you by Dirty Deeds.
We won't talk about that.
But D's didn't put nobody in the wild, so we got to give him a little bit of props.
Right. Now we're back to green, boys and girls.
Yes, sir, indeed. As the top 3 of that pack is going to single file out pretty fast. And oh, my lordy, they're on back. They're definitely too wide coming out into turn 1.
Yeah, and I'm watching back there. We got one in the outside wall hard, one in the grass. Oh, that's a big wreck. That's 3 cars involved.
I don't know if that's going to bring out a caution, though.
I don't believe it. No caution on the track, boys and girls. We're green. It's single file.
That took out the 18-2 man who's been running top 5 all night. You know he is very disappointed right now. There's a 23 Caleb Crispin tagging that wall again through the tunnel turn.
Yeah, and he got whoever was on the inside of him there, too. Is they're going to stack him in there and play bumper cars again.
We're going to have to rename it the Slang for Darlington, where they got the Darlington stripe. We're going to have to add that to Pocono. It's going to be the Pocono stripe whenever he is done.
Got the Pocono turn 4 stripe on it.
Yeah, the guy that got the worst end of that crash back there, unfortunately, was the Heated Snowman. He's all the way at the back of this field, and he looks like he's running a modified back there right now at the front of that car. That car's all tore up.
Yeah, and he was already a lap down, so that didn't help the cause much.
Current top 3 running after the first lap in the final stage. The 21 of Ingalls, followed by the 7 of Cosmic Storm, who has his draft now. There's the 60 of Muffin, currently sitting P3. I think he pulled a Houdini on all of us up here in the booth because we still have no clue how he's sitting P3. The 22 of Cole 315, though, sitting in 4th, just inside the top 5. He led a few laps early on. Rounding out the top 5 is going to be the 5 of Ace Dangerous.
Yeah, but I'm really liking this 21 car for the win today, though. He seems to be the class of the field.
That's what I was about to say there, Adam. I mean, he's breaking the draft down that front stretch and everything. Cosmic is right on his bumper.
He just handles in corners so much better than anybody I've seen tonight so far. He's got that car hooked up on all 3 corners.
His corner speed's definitely better than anybody.
Yeah, and here comes Ace Dangerous on the inside through the tunnel turn on Colt. 315. Had to hold my breath right there for a minute because I thought they were about to get into each other. Woo, that was close.
At 21, slammed the outside wall when I threw the tunnel turn there.
Absolutely. And, guys, I was going to give a shout-out to a guy here, and he's trying to take the 5th position right now. Zachary Jason is in that 4 car. He was in the 19 earlier in the year, and I think he had a little bit of troubles there earlier in the season. I think he missed a couple of races. Got moved to the 4 car, and, guys, he's having a great run tonight.
Oh, Cosmic's giving a bump to the 21. As the top 3 are well broke away from the rest of the pack here.
Honestly, man, if I'm the 60 of Muffin, the 7 of Cosmic Storm, I'm just going to ride in the 21's draft. Save a little bit of fuel. I mean, if you can get to that point to where you can maybe, instead of taking 2 cans, a can and a half, instead of a can and a half, maybe 1 can, and make up that time right there, that's going to be how you beat that 21 of Ingalls, I think.
Well, I'm telling you guys right now, from third to 4th, looks like they've got about 2, maybe 3 seconds back on Ace Dangerous right now. So the smartest thing to do for these guys may be, especially like you're talking about being behind Ingalls, I just draft off of him right now. You have no pressure from behind. Save as much fuel as you can right now.
And I'm gonna.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, I mean, Cosmic just ran his fastest lap of the race here to 51.740.
That's it.
That's it.
And we've got a battle for 4th. Ace Dangerous just lost the 4th position, maybe getting ready to lose the 5th position. That 98 car we saw earlier, accidentally there cutting the track there, coming on the pit road. That man is just taking the 4th position, so great bounce back for the 98 car.
Yep, side by side for second now as Cosmic got in the grass there, and that's going to open the door for Muffin, and Muffin's going to pull in front of him.
You want to see some exciting racing? Look at this pack behind the leaders, man. They are bunched up heavy.
4th place on back.
Yeah, that's what I had.
I was going to say, it looks like the 5 car's struggling right now. He keeps getting stuck on that high side. Cars are getting a run on him and beating and banging. That's how the 98 got around him. The 4 car was just underneath him, and they made some contact with each other. Cost the 4 car about 4 spots right there. Allowed the 5 to get back in, but that 5 is struggling right now.
You know, I want to say something about this 98 car, Caden. You know, when I joined the match, he was the second camera, meaning he started P2. He's got a fast car. Like you said, he he got in a little trouble early on. Now he's ahead of everybody. He's got clean air. It'd be interesting to see if, A, he can chase these guys down.
Well, he definitely has a fast car. The only bad thing is he has so much ground to make up right now. Them top 3 cars are just gone.
Yeah, and they're battling back here for about, I think 4th, 5th, and 6th has sorted it out finally, but everybody behind them is just, let me take that back. That's actually 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. So, yeah, everybody behind them leaders is just duking it out. I mean, it's a street fight back here, HD.
Yes, it is. Dees as the 5 of Ace Dangerous that time by with the right hook coming down into turn 1. He's going to clear the 98 of Caden that time by as the 98, as I was praising him, tapped the wall coming out of what, turn 4, coming down that long front stretch. And guys, if there's one turn where you don't want to hit the wall, it's that turn because that is a long straightaway.
Oh, yeah.
Don't want to lose that speed.
Robs that entire straightaway speed, you know. Definitely don't hit the wall in turn 4, but don't hit that one either.
He hit it again that time by. He is struggling right now with that turn. As behind him is going to be the 2. The 2 of Augustus.
And our leaders have that entire straightaway on these guys. They're lined up. They're running away. And as I say that, the 21 gets high there, and Muffin's underneath of him going for the lead right now. Lead change up front. Muffin's going to power by down the long straightaway. He's got him cleared. New leader.
Ooh, man, that 21 of Ingalls cutting it close, baby.
Oh, gosh. Back in the back, guys, you all just missed it. We about had a huge crash. They were 3 wide through the tunnel turn.
They're still thinking about it right now, I can tell you.
Yeah, luckily the 23 car decided this may not be a good idea and backed out right at the last second.
15's on the apron. Oh, man.
There's the 42.
Yeah, that's a big wreck. They're wrecking on the pit road. I don't think it's going to bring out a caution as they're all going
caution's out. Caution's out.
Wow. Boy, that saved those guys because about 5 of them just slid down pit road right there, HD. Wow.
It was bound to happen, man. Those guys in the back of the pack were just, like you said early on, Deeds, having a street brawl back there.
Yes, sir.
I said someone, I think, brought a chair this time, and then it straight smacked them in the back of the head, and they slid off down in the pit road. I know these guys are out. One driver, I think, is extremely happy. He's at 23 of Caleb Crispin. We know he's got a fast car. Got in early trouble, fell outside the top 10. Now he's going to have an opportunity to make it all back.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, during the pit stop there, I seen him setting up the steel cage on the front stretch, HD. So I think we're going to have a ladder match.
To give you a little top 3 running at the moment, it's going to be the 60 of Muffin with the 21 of Ingalls right there on the outside of him, who's by far, I think we all can agree, has had the best car so far. The 7 of Cosmic Storm, who is your current points leader, starting in P3. Up there in 4th is going to be the 5 of Ace Dangerous. And I called it, man, that 98.
Yeah.
Other than the struggles coming down the straightaway out of what, turn 4 at Pocono, he's got a bad fast car himself. He's just got to gather that up just a bit.
He does. And,
yeah, you're right.
A little bit of strategy play, I'm assuming. I'm not sure if he meant to do it or not, but the 22 of Cole 315 is going to restart on the last row.
That's, I don't know if I'd call that strategy. I call it, hey, I know I got the best car. I'm going to prove you right here.
Reverse strategy.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he's come down pit road, took 4 tires, topped it off, and, you know, going to try to play some kind of strategy here at the end.
So someone in the chat's asking, what is lift? What do I mean by lift? What I mean by lift is just letting out of the gas. You just let out of the gas, let the car coast into the turn, maybe halfway through the turn before you get back into the gas. No brakes needed. You just lift. Lift off the gas. That's what lift means.
And that's your daily dose of education by HD Motorsports.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
Join our podcast next week for Lifting with HD.
I'll tell you what, as the boys are falling down the front stretch, engines are roaring with the 60 of Muffin choosing the outside lane that time by. And that's going to help the 21 of Ingos. If I was Muffin, I probably would have forced him to the outside.
Yeah, typically you wouldn't have wanted the Cosmic Storm right there behind you, you know, but I think Muffin may have made a mistake right there. I'd have probably started on that inside and maybe staggered that start a little bit and had that 21 maybe held up in traffic a little bit, because he's all over him right now. He's done everything, including pushing him through this turn.
That's exactly what I was thinking, man. Like, if those inside line could get a good jump,
high.
and there goes the 21 of Ingos power move on the inside through the tunnel turn.
Yes, sir, and he pulls Caleb through with him. And the 98 of
Caden. 98 of Caden and a 7 of Cosmic Storm. Current running in the top 3 as they're side by side. Muffin's going to get the desired draft all the way down that long straightaway. He's going to hold on to P3 coming down into turn 1.
Well, I'm going to tell you real quick, HD, whoever asked you that question a minute ago in the chat about the lift, that is your perfect definition of the lift right there. The 21 pushed the 60 all the way down into the tunnel turn, lifted right before the tunnel turn, the 60 went up, and the 21 went right on by.
Sure did. He backed that turn up perfectly. As I was watching the 98 of Caden Clipper that time, and he rode the outside wall all the way around, he's going to lose a ton of spots.
You know, I heard wall riding's fast, but I don't think it's fast at Pocono. As the top 3 is starting to run away yet again from the rest of the pack. I mean, there's the 5 of Ace Dangerous currently sitting P4. He's got about a 4-car length lead to make up, though, on the top 3. There's a 28 of Cheeseburger battling his way back up into the top 5.
Now, I tell you, HD, I'm getting more and more impressed each week by Cheeseburger. I run with him in another league. He is a very, very young kid, but that kid knows how to drive a car, and he's just up front, top 5 every week in the Xfinity races here. Now, I'm trying not to talk about him too much. Usually when I do that, I jinx somebody, but hey, the kid's doing really well.
I think you did just jinx him, because now he's got the 23 of Caleb Crispin on the inside through the tunnel turn side by side. They're both going to hold on to it very well. But Caleb Crispin at time by is going to pull a power move. And here comes that 98 of Caden. He's got a fast car, guys. He's just got to put it all together consistently.
Yeah, I think what's happening there is he's overdriving it, if you will. He's not lifting at the right point, and he's pushing off of the outside, off the exit there, and he's getting into that wall.
I don't know who that 42 is coming down the front stretch, but he is coming with the head of steam into turn 1.
That'd be old Fort Smitty.
Old Fort Smitty. He said, come on.
Well, he ain't said much about old Fort Smitty tonight, but here he is, and coming into the tail end here, stage 3, and making his move.
Yeah, he's
31 to go.
He's currently putting a battle on for about 6th or 7th place on the desired inside line through the tunnel turn. Just wasn't able to get it that time by. It looks like the 98 and the 23 is going to get in together.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Can't talk.
I need a water. I need a water.
I think they were tag team wrestling there. The 98 and the 23 get together. Tag your it, if you will.
The 2 of Augustus just hit the wall really hard coming out of 3 and lost a lot of spots.
Yeah, and they're still beating and banging back here in the back. I mean, they're trying every way they can to get positions here, and there just happens to be a car there. There's a lot of guys that are really loose off of the tunnel turn.
I'll tell you what, guys, that 42 looks really strong. He had a good run coming off of turn 1 right there. He just had nowhere to go. Couldn't do nothing with it because all the cars in front of him. I'd like to see if he could get past these 3 cars in front of him, if he could do anything to try to catch Ace Dangerous right here. 42 looks a little strong here.
Well, I think if there's one car wishing these guys would stop racing, it is the 5 of Ace Dangerous, because he has completely lost the top 3's draft. He's going to go nowhere without any help. Now, we see the 98, who, like I said, has got a fast car, pulled about a 4 to 5 car length lead on the 23 of Caleb Crispin. I think these guys need to stop racing. They need to see the bigger picture. They need to see, like, hey, that top 3 is gone. We need to work together a little bit to try and reel them in.
Well, and I'll tell you, that 5 of Ace Dangerous, I mean, he obviously has a super fast car. He's stuck in between packs here, but he's out there by himself. The pack behind him's not catching him, and he's not catching the guys in front. But I think he's in a good position right here. Remember, stage 1, what we saw him do, is everybody's going to have to come down and make a pit stop.
Yes, sir. As we got a battle for the lead, Cosmic just got underneath the 21 going into 3.
Yep, I got cameras on it, and he's going to pull a slide job. Coming down the front stretch now. Well, Ingalls pull it inside, move down into turn 1. It looks like he's just content with pushing him. A little bit of a surprise right there.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if Cosmic has led up until this point today, guys. This may be the longest into a race it's been since Cosmic has led.
Well, I don't think he's going to have it for long because the 21's inside of him here.
Yeah, and here comes Ingalls looking back, but Cosmic holding strong on the outside down that little straightaway through the tunnel turn.
Yeah, and I'm not sure that Ingalls didn't try to back that turn up again, but Cosmic hit it perfect.
And the guy that is enjoying this the most right now, guys, is Muffin, because like we said in stage 2, I don't think he pitted. He was able to stretch it and was actually running pretty good times out there while stretching it. So the 60 has shown he can save fuel. He may be in a catbird seat here.
And I think that's
one
exactly
thing we know
what
about Muffin on these big tracks, definitely don't count him out. I mean, he's mastered the super speedways, if you will, and Pocono pretty much is a super speedway.
I don't think I brake or let up off the gas through the turns. Oh my God, what is going on right here? There's a car in the air flipping. That's the 18 of Doom Man.
Oh, he lifted.
Caution is out. Yep, second caution of the night.
And that's good.
That's timely.
That's good for Doom Man because, man, he is heavily damaged as the safety safari's en route to the 18 car.
Now it's going to be interesting to see how many laps we had left right there, depending on, I mean, I think everybody's probably going to pit right here. I think we were getting close to a pit stop anyways.
There's 25 to go.
So we're looking,
27.
we're looking at,
27.
Well,
so when they restart, we're going to be looking at what the stages were for the first and second stage in this race.
Yeah,
they'll be at 25.
Yeah,
So
they'll be at 25.
They're going to take another lap.
Yes,
That's going to put them at 25.
Which, guys, it tells me this race is playing into Muffin's hands.
Well, and I don't know that you're going to save 5 laps of fuel right now.
No, we got a strategy play, guys. We got the 4 car, Zachary Jason, out front with the 23, Caleb Crispin right there with him.
Yes, sir. I believe the strategy they just played was we're going to make another pit stop.
I think that's a dangerous game to play.
Yeah,
you're on older tires right now at the moment. Like you just said, nice. These boys were getting ready to make a pit stop. Now you're going to be in front of a whole field. You're going to have to pit before everybody. And you're at jeopardy of getting ran over.
And what do we call them, HD?
I like to call these guys wounded gazelles. Now, back in my days when I first started broadcasting, which honestly wasn't too long ago, guys, I'm relatively new to all of this. But
that's why we wing it.
Back in the days, and I just wing it, honestly, yeah. I like doing this for fun. It's fun.
Well, HD, you've asked me earlier in this race, are we going to see 3 wide? Are we going to see 3 wide going into 1? I think we may see 3 wide going into 1. If Cosmic gets through them gears good right here, you may see him try to take this thing 3 wide down into turn 1 and clear them cars quickly.
Hey, D's, are they going green yet?
I believe they went green, they pulled it back in because they were only in turn 3.
What turn 3? What are you talking about?
Yeah, I thought it was turn 4.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's a triangle. Never thought they'd be racing triangles in NASCAR.
Right.
I'm going to get on Cosmic right here for this restart, guys. I think this is going to be interesting here because this guy's going to be the leader probably by the time they get to the tunnel turn anyways. I think right here is going to be the guy to ride with.
Well, I'll tell you the guy who probably has the most people pulling for him in the chat. That's the 22 of Cole 315. Let's see how he can get back up through here. Now's the time.
Well, Caleb Crispin did not get through his gears at all as the 7 Cosmic Storm is going to go clear into second place as these boys, and here comes Cosmic looking to pounce, and Wounded Gazelles, D. The Wounded Gazelles have got a pack of wolves, and here comes Head Wolf of the 21 of Ingalls on the outside of Cosmic. They're going 3 wide.
They're going 3 wide into the tunnel, not turn 1.
No, they're
Right,
not, because
that's it.
Ingalls is going to clear him by a mile. He has got a strong car here today.
Yes,
that
sir.
was the worst thing that could have happened to Cosmic, was let that 21 getting in front of him.
Well, in that 23 at Caleb there, if you seen on the start, he hurried and he jumped down to the bottom, and everybody went around him on the outside as quick as they could, and they could not make it stick, which left him back down in second place there.
Yeah, and the longer they ride behind this 23, the more that 21 is going to gap them here. So
Yes,
they need
sir.
to get around him as quickly as possible.
Yeah, they're looking to make the move this time by into turn one. Now, we saw all night that that outside line was kind of the preferred line, but with Caleb Crispin having those older tires, and we see what it's doing right now, Deeds, a pack of wolves, are eating mighty good tonight.
Yes, sir. They're
Oh,
having
the 5 of Ace dangerous.
meat for dinner.
Oh, my Lord, what a save, guys. I didn't mean to cut you off, Deeds.
Oh,
That 5 was going straight to the inside wall, and he saved that thing. Not sure how he done it.
And not only did he save it, but he brought it right back up on the track and filled that gap right there. And he didn't. I don't even think he lost a spot.
That was a great save.
As I'm trying to see who's in the 15 car there, he's up in the top 3 now, 4.
That's one of the new drivers. One of the guys we're having trouble with his name there, Jay Quim. So that's what I'm going to call him.
Quim. Yeah, he's back up here. I'm not sure if that was a pit strategy or not, but he's hanging tough right here in front of Caleb.
Well, Cosmic and the 60 of Muffin need to work together. No racing, because they need to hold on to that 21, baby. And I think that's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, and I
think
mean, how
Muffins
strong
in the
is that?
catbird seat.
Well, I mean, how strong is that 21 right here? I mean, because like you just said, they need to work together to catch him. He's out there by himself leading this pack around.
Well, he's definitely not saving no fuel, that's for sure. I mean, it's hard to save
Right.
fuel as a leader anyway, so we're pretty confident without a caution that 21 for sure is going to have to pit. We've seen the 7 pit early, all race long. That's why, guys, I think if that 60 stays right there and does not make an attempt to pass either one of these guys, I think that 60 is going to be saving fuel, and I think we could see him come home and bring this thing a winner tonight.
So
Yeah, and
here's a strategy call for you guys. They only needed to say like 5 laps, right?
yes, sir.
I think you
20 to
run the 5 laps, right? You run to lap 19, lap 18, and then you pit. You pit then, because you're not going to lose a lap. And if a caution comes out, you don't need to pit, and you're going to make up that ground all the way to the front.
Yeah, you'll
Right.
pass everybody that has to pit that hadn't pitted yet. Yeah, that is
Exactly.
absolutely correct.
Yeah, and should a caution come out and you are one that made it onto pit road and everybody has to pit in front of you, that's going to put them back in the pack there behind you. So I agree with that completely, HD.
And a guy that I could see doing that would be the 5 car. He did it the first stage. I could see a guy like that doing that right now. He's hung up in some of that traffic, having trouble getting around that 23 still. He's still stuck behind him. I would maybe get out of this traffic, come get a couple seconds of fuel, get out, and run your race. You'll be by yourself. You'll be able to hit your marks. I think that may be the smart play to do.
I think that's going to be the winning strategy, because, I mean, we're likely to see another caution. We've had 2 cautions here in stage number 3. Caution for 3 through the first 2 stages, but the ante is starting to race. I mean, guys are going to get a little bit more aggressive. They're going to take it 3 wide through the tunnel like they had before. But right now, the class of the field is going to be that 21.
Yeah, and let me pull a little bit of Larry Mack's pit race trends, if you will, HD. We've got 18 to go now. Cautions are pretty sparse here at Pocono. I mean, yeah, we've had 2, and then D4C, I'm pretty sure that over all 3 series combined, I think they're averaging like 3 cautions per race. We've had 2, and those are just some race trends to take into account here.
Well, thank you. I appreciate
Yeah.
that, Deeds. You put in a lot of work, and I appreciate everything you do.
Thank you, thank you.
Even-
If you will.
Even if it's calling green when they're not even on the front stretch. I appreciate
Hey, I was
you.
just getting you prepared. I was getting you prepared.
He's making sure we was paying attention, man. Give him a break.
Right.
Almost like Gotham was making sure Forrest Smitty was paying attention to Talladega.
Right.
man.
Come on, we gotta go. We gotta go.
Days and days.
It was Dega. Yep.
Well,
That's it.
we called the strategy, and there's a few cars doing it right now. I saw a couple guys coming down pit road.
Yes, sir,
Yeah.
HD.
And this may be the time to do it, guys, because right now the 5 just got lucky because the 23 just got in the wall, I think, for like the 17th time in this race today. But he was having a lot of trouble getting around him. They came out of turn 3 the last time. The 5 car punted the 23, trying to get around him. He still wasn't able to get around him. So the 5 car was having a lot of trouble right there.
Yeah, and Caleb smacks the wall there, and that's going to let the 4 get around him.
I think the tunnel turn is going to be called Caleb's wall, and what turn 4 is going to be called the 98's wall.
Yep.
And you called it down pit road there. That was going to be, that's the last place car that we seen.
Oh!
He's dangerous. He's around, and he takes Caleb out on the front stretch. Oh, a big wreck.
And there's the caution.
Did that bring out the caution?
That
There's
changed
your race
a lot.
sprint.
That changed a lot right there.
16 to go right now, and that's going to leave us 14 to go on the restart.
It did, guys, and I'll tell you, one of the guys in the catbird seat is the 18 of Dooman. He is one of them that pitted. He's back here by himself. So if these guys pit, you're going to see that 18 go toward the front.
Yeah, and that 20 car also pitted there.
Colin Muffin in this race now with that caution. I think Muffin hadn't been showing us his cards this whole race. I think he's been sandbagging.
Well, Muffin
awfully strong right now.
Yeah, he did get around Cosmic earlier for the 2nd position, so he did start to show a little bit of signs of life there, you would say, in that 60 car. So
yeah, and I'll tell you,
doing well.
We saw him during that one stage there. I mean, right at the end, whenever he powered around that 21 car.
Yep,
he's the only car that I've seen pass the 21 tonight.
Yeah,
I tell you what, there's the 18.
There's the 18 and the 28 of Cheeseburger, who we know he's got a strong car. He was up there early on, got in a little trouble. Now he's going to have the clean air.
The only thing is, HD, do you think that any of those guys behind them, did they take only fuel, or did they put some tires on them cars?
Well, I know that the one person that I'm riding along with took only fuel.
So,
and I think that's a mistake.
Yeah, that's tough to say, man. If I'm like Cosmic, I would have took tires, honestly. It don't matter where I was. I'm taking tires. I don't care where I'm at. I'd have took tires. Because there's still, what, 14 laps left. This ain't a ginormous field to work your way through. When you get down to there's 5 laps to go, if we stay green, I think tires are going to matter.
Well, and it's a short run, HD. It's a short run, and there's 12 to go right now as we're on lap 88 of 100, so there's going to be 11 to go when we take the green, I'm pretty sure.
Well, if third on back did not take tires and all they did was fuel, Cheeseburger's got this thing in the bag. He's already shown that he's got clean air out in front of him. He got his green flag pit stop in. Assuming that he took tires into that green flag stop, he's got this thing.
I'd probably say no. He didn't.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think
the only thing I would say is I think that 21 on older tires probably still may be faster than them front 2 guys on newer tires. That 21 car's just been on a rail tonight.
Yeah, well, and let me ask you this. The 18 there, I mean, he's all fixed, and the pit crew hung sheet metal, but, I mean, before that caution, when he hit pit road, I mean, he couldn't see out the windshield. He had so much damage. He was flipped on the backstretch.
I don't think he had a windshield.
Right.
But here they come at a turn number, turn 4, down the front stretch with 10 to go this time, Deeds?
Gonna have to let you know when they cross the line. Not on that, but on
I think the 18 may have spun the tires or something right there.
I think he did something, but the 28 of Cheeseburger got a good launch. The 21 of Ingalls was able to clear the 18, like you just said, with ease, as they're possibly going to go 3 wide coming out of turn 1. Just nowhere to go for the 60 of Muffin.
Lap counter says there's 12 to go, so 11 to go at the line, HD. And the 21 to the front.
Yeah, and he has
That's
2 cars.
That's not what you want to see through the field. There's,
he has 2 cars in between Ingalls and the other fastest cars that's been out here tonight. So, I mean, the 7 of Cosmic Storm, he's going to have to make quick work. Like, he may have to use the bumper. I would.
Right.
I mean, you're looking at that 21. That 21's just going to keep getting smaller and smaller and smaller if he doesn't get by these 2 guys.
Absolutely. And the 60 of Muffin needs to do the same thing.
Well, they're going to make quick work of the 18, it looks like, as he's going to get stuck to the outside. Just one more car to move out the way. That's going to be the 28 of Cheeseburger, but that's going to be no easy task. I mean, he's got a car.
Yes, sir. And they're looking to the inside of him now. Well, now they pull back up there. But we've seen Caleb and Muffin, or not Caleb, Cosmic and Muffin work together all night long, and now's the time. They need to put these things together and get around that 28.
As Cosmic is fighting and clawing, but there goes the 21 of
Yeah.
Ingalls out to about a
And
5-car length lead. Cosmic on the inside this time, trying to pull a slide job on the 28.
Yeah, and I don't know if you've seen it there, but Cosmic pushed him off in that turn there a little faster than he wanted to go and dove underneath of him.
So one thing I just saw right there, did you just see what happened? Cosmic coming down a front stretch went down to pick up Muffin. He could have stayed in front of the 28, in front of that huge line, but he knows he's going to need Muffin here at the end.
Right. And I look for them to definitely go track down that 21 right now. As these two working together, I mean, they should obviously be faster than the 21 car as there's 10 to go, HD.
Yeah, Muffin's all over the back of that 7 right now. As the 20 car is around on the inside wall by himself. Guys, that did bring out a caution.
Yep,
yes, sir.
Caution. Fourth caution of the night here at D4C Xfinity Racing at Pocono.
Well, and I tell you, I was riding along with him, and he just got loose off the turn and nosed it into the wall there and just held the brake. He's heavily damaged.
Well, now if you're the 21 on this restart, you get lane choice. Do you want to restart on the outside in front of the 28, or do you want to restart on the inside in front of the 60?
I'm taking the inside, and I'm separating those two. I'm going to separate the 60 and the 7 for sure.
Little side note, Odell Beckham got traded to the Browns.
Right.
Yes, sir.
For Jabril Peppers, a first and a third. They paid dearly for him.
And if Kareem Hunt's able to play, good Lord, that's going to be a great team.
And Nick Chubb, hey, Browns fan for life right here, HD. Just saying.
Hey, tell us, man, because you can't see anything out on the racetrack. I don't blame you after watching the Browns after all these years. I wouldn't blame you for being blind.
You got to have blinders on. You got to always hope for the best.
I wouldn't blame you being blind now, Deeds. Now I know why you're blind, because you're a Browns fan. I got you.
Says the guy from Baltimore. Okay.
I'll tell you what, man, it's a blast every time we broadcast. I like it. It's fun.
Oh, no doubt about it. As they're going green on the backstretch.
For the tunnel turn. But yeah, let's give a quick rundown real quick at the moment. We got the 21 of Ingalls. Your race leaders had the best car so far today. The 7 at Cosmic Storm out there in the second place. The 60 of Muffin, who's been working well with the 7 at Cosmic Storm. 28 of Cheeseburger back up towards the front after a mishap early on. We got the 18 of D4C Dewman up beside the top 5 after he did a few flips in the air.
Right. Got her tuned up real good. Got the arrow knocked down a little. You know, he's ready to rock and roll now.
Yep, and real quick, guys, before this race is over, before they go back green here, go ahead and let everybody know that's watching the stream. Tune back in this Thursday night. Us in the Cup Series will be at Kansas, so you get to watch another good race come Thursday night. Y'all drop by and watch us take her from green to checker at Kansas.
That's going to be a heck of a race. Kansas is a very, very racy track, and they are green coming down into turn 1. At 21 of Ingalls is going to clear the 7 Cosmic Storm by a mile. Now, the only time this might hurt him is Cosmic's going to get a pretty decent run through turns 1 and 2. Is it just 1? I'm going to call it turns 1. 1 and 2.
And he's got his drafting partner right on his bumper here. That worked out just perfect for those two.
Yeah, the 60 of Muffin's going to clear Cheeseburger coming down towards the tunnel turn. Can we get a lap count 2, Deeds, next time by?
Yeah, yes, sir, HD. I'm just waiting on him to cross the line up here. Uh-oh, the 21 of Ingalls gets high there, and that's going to let the 7 close in on his bumper a little bit.
I'll tell you what, HDD, I mean, it's going to take the 60 of Muffin pushing that 7 to catch that 21. I mean, that's the only way they're going to have a chance to get around him. And here he goes.
Yeah, he went high, arced it in there, and I was paying attention to that, and I'm trying to get you a lap count right now.
Well, guys, if you remember back on that longer run earlier in the race when the 21 was out there by himself on the motor tires.
So it's going to be 3 to go this time?
Yep, Muffin to second place with 3 to go at the. There's going to be 3 at the line here. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And they got a huge gap.
Yeah, remember back in that long run, that 21, he was struggling and ended up hitting the wall a couple of times on them older tires. And if he's on older tires right now, it'll be interesting to see here in these last 3 laps if he gets that pushback. It looked like he was pushing really bad then.
Well, one thing that I'm seeing him doing is breaking that draft down the front stretch, and that's Cosmic and Muffin here. They're drafting together real good. Muffin's definitely got better corner speed, and he's catching him.
Yeah, see right there, the 21, he was really high coming off the turn 1 right there. I think he's struggling a little bit on them older tires.
Yep.
Yes, sir, and this time
3 to go at the line.
It's going to be 2 to go.
No, it's 3 this time, I'm fairly certain.
3 this time?
Granted
you said 3 last time. We're going to say 2 because we do this every time. We're just going to say 2.
But listen, on the stream right now, they're going into 1 and 2.
In the wall.
Yeah, he is.
All right, what does it say now? Tell me what it says now.
And Muffin's catching it. It says they're in the tunnel turn.
Guys, Muffin's there. I believe we're 2 to go here, and Muffin is there. That 21 absolutely plowed the wall coming off 3.
Yeah.
Well, I think Gatto might have called it because Muffin is coming out of turn 1, down into the tunnel turn. I think Cosmic Storm now knows the 21's a little, and there's a huge wreck, it looks like, in the back of the pack. I don't know if that's going to bring out a caution or not.
Right now, it says that we're going to have 2 to go at the line.
Yeah, so we're coming to the white flag right here.
This is going to be epic.
No, the stream is saying they're on lap 3. There's 2 to go right now.
All right, Deez, we're putting trust in you, man.
Trust in
me. And the 21's going to get loose again coming out of turn 4.
Yes, he is struggling with that car really, really badly right now.
2 to go. I think. I need the tool. You put too much. You put too much on me.
There's that 21 pushed again up off of turn 1.
Yeah, the 60's going to get a huge run down into the tunnel turn. Power move possibly here. Oh, the 21 pinched him big time.
Yes, he did.
Well, here we go, boys. White flag is going to be in the air. Can the 60 of Muffin get the 21? Can the 7 of Cosmic get the 21? The 21's had the best car all day long. White flag this time.
Telling you, Muffin's going to have to get a good run through turn 1 right here.
He's going to use the bumper on him.
He needs to get back to the inside of him going through the tunnel turn right here. As the 21 looks like he pushed a little bit more right there.
He's got a little bit of speed, but you know what you do? You pinch him. You pinch him now to the inside. You pinch him just like he pinched you. Give him no room. This is how you're going to make the pass work. But the 21's going to pull it out.
It's coming down to turn 4 here.
And here goes the 60 to the inside.
He's going to hold him out to the outside. Oh, 21's going to clear him.
And the 21's got him cleared. Coming out of turn 4, down the front stretch. 60's going to smack the wall. And the 21 of Ingalls is going to pick up the win with the 60 of Muffin finishing P2. P3 is going to be the 7 of Cosmic Storm.
Guys, I'm going to tell you right now, you wouldn't think so being Pocono, but I think that was the best finish we've had all year here in the Xfinity Series. That was a great run to the finish.
I'd vote for Gotham on the restart there at Talladega. I agree with you, Nate.
Yeah, heck of a drive by that 21.
For sure.
He absolutely did not. He did not have the best car at the end of that race. he had the best car all day, but at the end of the day, you know, he made it work. He did what he had to do to block the lines, to pinch somebody down. He did what he had to do. And I
believe that's his second win of the season, correct?
Yes, sir.
He definitely had the best car all night long. And, you know, here at Pocono, it's really hard to find them passing zones. And if anybody was going to make that pass, it was going to be Muffin. Muffin raced him real clean. He didn't make any mistakes there. That was just a great finish.
Yes, sir. We just need the top 3 finishers. Muffin's in here. Ingalls waiting for the Cosmic to finish third.
Cosmic Storm. Hey, I'll just tell you, don't forget to back out of the race this time.
I always forget to do that. Sorry.
Or else you might get a restart on the back stretch.
I usually come back into the game, and I'm somewhere in the infield.
Yeah, disconnected from the server.
We give Cosmic a few more. There he is. Alright, Knights, why don't you go and take Cosmic?
All right, Team 4 Cosmic, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, man. Great run out there tonight. Looked like between you and the 60 and the 21, you all had the top 3 cars out there tonight. That was a great run to the finish. I would like to talk about all day long, but I think it's more important to talk about there at the end. Was there anything, man, you could have done from third right there to try to get that thing brought home tonight?
I mean, sitting third right there with those 2 single files, it's kind of hard to get to the lead there, especially with that many laps left. I think I was really hoping for those 2 to get side by side more, like in the tunnel turn on the last lap, rather than, you know, the final corner. Because I wanted them to lose their momentum, but that didn't work out. But I mean, it's a good, solid third place run, and I'm happy with it.
Absolutely, man. I mean, coming in as the points leader, anytime you can come away, you know, with the top 3 finish, just to extend that points lead, it's always a great day. But man, you had another great car out there tonight. Great run, brought it home third, man. Great job.
Yep, thank you. And, good job, Ingalls, on the win, and Muffin on a hard-fought race.
All right, Deeds, why don't you go ahead and take second?
Hey, Muffin, you in here, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, welcome back to the booth, man. This is becoming a rather familiar place for you. We saw you get wrecked there, or had a little incident there. I believe it was the second stage, and we wasn't sure, you know, if you pitted or not. But you definitely had a super strong car after that. Tell us about the end of that race there. I mean, I know you were probably waiting on a mistake or something, but let us ride along with you.
Oh yeah, that second stage, just a freak incident. Cortana popped up on the middle of the front stretch there and lost all control of the car for
right.
a little ways there. Just try to play fuel strategy. I didn't pit at all second stage to get myself at least decent track position, set myself up that final stage. Definitely knew I had a good car. Pocono's my hometown track. I live not too far from there. I always love running this track. It's my track. But I definitely had some fierce competition. Cosmic, phenomenal car, and Ingalls. Oh my God, he could hold his own by himself, and Cosmic and I needed the draft to get us anywhere close to him. But
yeah, that was one thing that we saw up here. You know, you and Cosmic were definitely working together. And I mean, we were talking about it. You know, you 2 needed to work together, and it just seemed like he was just pulling away. But once you got to his bumper there with 2 to go, it looked like you had a couple places you could have made a move. But I mean, it looked to me like he just ran a perfect race there in front of you. I mean, so
he did.
Great.
His car was hooked up, to say the least.
Yes, sir.
I tried to play a little gamesmanship with him. Second to last lap, I took the inside line going into turn 2, hopefully getting him off his preferred line, maybe slowing that momentum down. But his thing was just so hooked up. He hooked that high line, still got right around me. So then I tried to reverse it that final lap, hoping the same thing, and I checked up a little early, tried to get a better run off 2, set myself at turn 3, but no matter what I did, his thing was just a rocket out there. And seriously, congratulations to him. A lot of pressure having not just 1 but 2 guys right on his bumper majority of that race, and he still pulled it out. You know, congratulations to him.
Yeah, and good job on that second place finish. And HD, I believe you've got our race winner.
Yes, sir, I do. Ingalls, you done doing burnouts, buddy? It's your second win in the Xfinity Series. How you feeling?
Oh man, it feels great.
Well, I tell you what,
Feeling
just like
good.
your two competitors right there, I think by far you had the strongest car out on track. I mean, you smacked the wall one, or at least we saw you smacked the wall pretty good one time there in second stage, but you were still pulling on guys. You know, what was your strategy to just go push it to the metal?
I told my team earlier today, a couple hours before the race, that this was the best car I've had all season, and I was going to win this race one way or another. It was just too good of a car not to win the race. If I knew if I could get out front, I could win, and all I had to do was be smart and keep it clean. If I got back in traffic, I tried to take it easy, but yeah, that thing was on a rail, man. I made a mistake there with like 2 laps to go. I had a pretty good lead on him, and I hit the wall coming out of 3 and cussed myself out a little bit there. Thought I might have gave him a chance to me or something, but luckily I was able to hold him off. I'm pretty happy. It was a good race. I had a great time racing with Muffin and Cosmic up there. It was a good race to the finish. I hope we put on a good show for you guys. It was a lot of fun.
And I'll tell you what, it's an epic show up here in the booth, other than Deeds calling green flag when you guys were down the backstretch. But hey, he's a Browns fan. He's blind. We all know that.
Got to get HD prepared.
Nah, but honestly, I mean, good running by you. I don't think we're going to be hitting the UFC 3 this time or WWE after this win. So, again, big congrats, man. Had a good car and got him. You have anything you want to say?
Man, I just want to congratulate everybody in Xfinity tonight. They ran a hell of a race and kept the cars clean for the most part. A few little incidences later in the race, but nothing to stress about for sure. Ingalls, props to you, man. I'm proud of you for that win. That was an awesome, amazing, fun battle to watch, man. Congrats again.
Thank you.
But yeah, that's all I got for these guys tonight, man. They done amazing.
All right, guys, that was another broadcast of the D4C Racing League Xfinity Series at Pocono. Make sure to tune in next Thursday for the Cup Series at Kansas. It's definitely going to be a good one and something you do not want to miss. And until next time, guys, we'll see you on the track.